Hello. A few years ago, I started a YouTube channel about art, and honestly, I loved it. Creating felt personal, peaceful, and real. But after some time, I started looking at the numbers too much. The views were slow, growth was inconsistent, and slowly a thought entered my mind. Maybe this will never work. So I closed the channel. Not because I stopped loving art, but because I became scared that passion alone wasn't enough anymore. After that, I started another channel, this time about films, reviews, breakdowns, and discussions. And once again, I was excited in the beginning. I thought maybe this one was the right niche, maybe this would finally perform. But eventually, the same cycle repeated itself. Checking analytics constantly, comparing myself to others, wondering why some videos worked while others disappeared instantly. And again, I convinced myself this channel probably won't work either. So I deleted that one too. Looking back now, I realized something painful. I wasn't actually quitting channels. I was quitting on myself. Every time things became uncertain, I assumed failure before giving myself enough time to grow. Because somewhere along the way, I became obsessed with chasing the algorithm. I thought success meant understanding what the internet wanted, what trends to follow, what topics to post, and style gets more clicks. Without realizing it, I stopped listening to what I wanted. The algorithm became louder than my own voice. And that's the dangerous part. Because when you constantly create only to perform, you slowly disconnect from the reason you started creating in the first place. And I started feeling exhausted, not physically but creatively. Every idea felt calculated, every upload felt like pressure. And the worst feeling is when you start creating your creativity like a machine. Post, refresh, analytics, feeling anxious, repeat. One day I sat down and asked myself, what am I actually chasing? Views, validation, proof that I matter? Because no matter how much I focused on numbers, I never truly felt fulfilled. The algorithm kept chasing, and I kept changing myself to keep up with it. But the more I chased it, the more I felt lost. That's when I realized the algorithm doesn't know who I am. It only understands the patterns. But I'm not a pattern, I'm a person. And maybe creativity was never supposed to feel this suffocating. So now, I'm trying something different. Instead of asking what will go viral, I'm asking what feels honest to create. Instead of chasing trends, I'm trying to chase growth within myself. And honestly, for the first time in a long time, creating feels meaningful again. Maybe slower, maybe uncertain, but real. Because at the end of the day, algorithms will always change. But if you abandon yourself every time numbers fall, you will eventually forget why you started at all. And I think I'm finally learning that. And success isn't just about being seen by millions. Sometimes success is simply having the courage to keep creating without losing yourself anymore. Anyways, take care. Thank you for watching.